Hey guys, it's Tamara. I wanted to show you because I have a few friends that haven't made their own roller yet. This is a roller bottle. You can buy roller bottles on Amazon. So maybe you can see this one better. That have the little roller top on it. Happy Friday, by the way. Sorry for jumping right in. But my favorite way to do roller bottles is to just buy this little roller top from Young Living. It says Young Living on it. They work better than any roller I've ever bought or received from anywhere else. They work better. They're metal on metal, and a lot of the other ones you get on Amazon are metal on plastic. If you notice, this is plastic, and this is metal. This is metal on metal, and they have a copyright on that, and it works really, really well. Some of the ones just don't get any oil out, so you'll like rub it on your wrist and nothing comes out. This is my kids' immunity booster, like immune system thieves roller that's diluted for kids ratios. So you just roll it on your wrists or on your hands and smell it. Always smell the stuff because it gets through your entire system that way. I wanted to show you how to make a roller bottle. So, you can get this little top off. You try to not get your like germy hands all over it all the time because then you just have germs in your oil. But there's two ways to get it off. One, you could use a paper towel and just grab the thing and tilt it off and pull it off and it'll come off. An even easier way to unscrew the top. Just do like one full turn or maybe 2 turns. It's like a quarter turn they say, but yep. Turn it a tiny bit. So like before, once you put the lid on, turn it, I think it says a quarter turn. Yeah, so that's what it is. That's actually on because I just took it off. I think I just got thieves in my eye. We'll see if that did. That's interesting. So put the lid on, do a quarter turn, and then you can just tilt it and it takes it off for you. That's the simplest way to get these off. So these are my immune system oils. This is my thieves. For my kids, there's I'll post a picture of the dilution ratios for kids because this is a kids one and it is important to dilute oils until you're comfortable with what you're comfortable with. When my son was really young, not a newborn, probably, I want to say 9 months old. I don't think he was quite 1. I did 1 drop on my hand of thieves and I rubbed it in on me and then I just patted the bottoms of his feet. I did not put a whole drop on him. He ended up throwing up. And I don't necessarily know if it was from that, but nothing else was going on. He hadn't been sick. He didn't get sick. And it was within like half an hour of having that on his feet. So I think it was too strong because he has a very sensitive system and he's proven that many times. So my point in sharing that is until you're comfortable with using oils and know how you and your family respond to them, I would recommend abiding by the dilution ratios if you're talking about children of any age, and there's very specific ratios Young Living talks about. Okay, so you literally, let me make sure you can see this. I'm going to put 10 drops of thieves in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to add a few other oils. This is lemongrass, another really cheap, really 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 3. Any citrus oil has very wonderful immune system support, and they're very cheap. So I always mix citrus oils with my thieves and with my immune system things. We're going to toss in 1, 2, 3 orange ones. One of them kind of out of the bottle. Citrus oils are also mood boosting, so that's always a good thing. In the afternoons, I usually put them in. Then I add 1 drop of things that don't smell quite as good. This is thyme and oregano. They're very strong when you smell them. I add 1 drop to this. Thyme and oregano have amazing immune system and anti-everything properties. So they're very, very good at adding an extra level of support. Okay, so that was less than 20 drops of oil. Whoa. I need to get little pipettes because I don't have any of those little things. So then you take, I use grapeseed oil because my kids are allergic to nuts, and I don't use almond oil in my house, but a lot of people use almond oil. You literally just fill the rest of your bottle with oil. You can use coconut oil. What is it called? Fractionated, so it stays in liquid form, because obviously you don't want this as a solid. Unless you do, because some people do make solids. Like it's like what do you call that? You just fill this. My thing seems to be stalling. You fill the rest with oil. Whoop, there's the top. You fill the rest with a carrier oil. And you pop the top back on. And that's it. I got a little bit too much, so I'm going to dump it. I'm doing 2 thieves rollers right now. So, and then to get this back on, I'm just adding some of that to my other one. You do the same thing. I left the roller in there. So I just put it back on. Make sure it's kind of fallen in place, and you literally can screw this back on and it'll put it on for you. Voila. These are tops, because if you use Young Living's oils, you eventually end up with empty bottles. I always save them. You can put them in a jar of Epsom salts and it'll pull out all the goodness in your oils, and you use them in the bath and they're amazing. But you can buy a 10-pack. These roller tops are $1 a piece with Young Living. So you buy a 10-pack and it's $10. And you can get a roller bottle on Amazon for $1 a piece. But sometimes you don't get super, super optional ones, and nothing's better than these. And I have the empty bottles already, and they're really great. So that's what I love. That is how you make a roller bottle. There's no perfect, there's no really right and wrong in how many drops of oil versus carrier oil you put in here. And that's sometimes one of the questions. How on earth, where's the recipe? There are recipes, look them up on Pinterest, there's millions. But it's basically as strong or diluted as you want. There is a general guidance on how many drops you would put in a 5 ml bottle versus a 15 ml bottle, so that there's enough of the properties in there. But I don't think there's any exact science to it. You can make it as diluted or strong as you want. I wanted to share that. Thank you guys for being part of our team, and as always, make sure to reach out and ask questions anytime, whether it's me directly on any of our Facebook groups, which I know some of you are on and do ask questions. So anyway, have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon.